Everything's going high-tech these days, but you know what? There is a first in the world of hearing aids. There's several locations right here in Connecticut where you can get a revolutionary hearing aid that is controlled by your iPhone, your iPad, even your iPod Touch. To tell us more about it and how it's helping people out, I'm happy to be joined right now by Jamie Havens. To my left, he is a Beltone health practitioner, and Sivan Porhartoon, he is a patient who is being helped by this latest technology. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
Sivan, I'll get to you in a second. Jamie, why don't you just give us the rundown? What is this and how does it work?
Well, what this is it's called the Beltone First. It's the first hearing aid made that can hook up to your iPad, your iPhone, things like that. So, you know, the hearing aid itself is a great hearing aid, but the fact that you can actually hook it up and change the settings and do different things, listen to YouTube videos or even music, things like that, it's really bringing, you know, the hearing aids into a more fun environment where people in the past didn't really want them. You know, they're afraid of being seen with them on, but they're small and comfortable, and they're actually getting kind of fun. So, you know, people are seeing that and they're you know, kind of embracing it.
Sivan, what do you think? I mean, it's fun.
I love it. I love it. You can control everything.
Yeah. How much easier does that make it? I mean,
well, to be honest with you, before I had a different hearing aid, and it was very uncomfortable because I had no control over it. For example, you're walking somewhere, it's completely loud. You have to deal with that. But now, let's say I'm somewhere stuck in traffic, very loud, very annoying. Right away, just drop the volume.
You just drop the volume.
Drop the volume.
I guess it's something we don't really think about is how different oral environments.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's really amazing, comfortable.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And there's just something fun about being able to...
I love it. I love it. It makes my job much easier.
Okay, well, why don't we talk about exactly how it works? Let's get into it in a little more depth.
Okay, well, what we do is we use 2.4 megahertz Bluetooth. We're the only company in the world to use that.
Okay.
It's the best that you can get out there, so that actually connects the hearing aids wirelessly to your devices. And then once you're in the device, you can use the app to change different things in there. For instance, we have geo-tracking. So what that is this here is a volume control.
Okay.
So for instance, let's say you're in a restaurant, it's a little bit too loud. You can actually take that volume, turn it down a little bit.
Sure.
Or if you're at home and you have a wife like mine who likes to mumble, you know, I call her Charlie Brown's mother. Love you, Laurie. You can turn it up a little bit. So, you know, the hearing aids are incredible, but, you know, we can't control every environment. And you having the ability to just do that without anybody knowing is what's nice. You can just pull your phone out and turn it up a little bit. Nobody even knows you have the hearing aids on, and they don't know what you're doing. You could just be sending a text message.
So how did that map function work there?
Well, the map is nice. You know, how this works is geo-tracking. You can actually go into a restaurant. Say you go every week. You can actually change the settings, the volume, the bass, the tremble. You can save it, and then every time you walk into that restaurant, GPS will know you're there. And it will actually change the settings for you.
You know what, Sivan, actually here, why don't you show us, what do you have here? This is the
iPad Mini.
Why don't you hold it up straight for us right there,
Sure.
and then show us what we have.
This is actually the main page. Mode, basic and restaurant. Basic is basic situation, like real life. You're in a class, you're outside, you're in a library.
Yeah, let's more sound through 360 degrees.
360 degrees, that's right. And this is a restaurant mode, like, if I press it right now, it's just going to change the mode completely.
Okay.
And
I guess that would, then work more on just filtering out the register where a lot of crowd noise is?
Well, that's exactly right. It filters everything, you know. You won't hear anything loud. It controls everything. You hear everybody right the same way as it is in the basic situation.
Yeah.
And it has a directionality is what it does is, you know, basically the first program can release speech and let it through 360 degrees around. If you put it into the noise program, it's just going to amplify speech in front of you and try to turn everything else down. So if you go into a noisy restaurant and you put it on that, whoever's in front of you, you're going to hear better. It's going to cut out the noise behind you, and it's pretty incredible.
Fantastic. So, well, just in the short amount of time we have left, how can people go about getting one? How much does it cost? What do you have to do?
Well, prices vary. You know, they could be anywhere for hearing aids from $2,000 a pair up to, you know, $7,000. It really depends on what you need, but it's definitely worth it. If you're interested in finding out what we can do, we offer free hearing tests and free demonstrations to anybody that wants to come in. You know, we have a website and a number we could give you for that. But we encourage people to come in and check it out. You know, there's a lot of things that go with the hearing, and what we're trying to do is just bring people back into life's conversations. You know, we just do that through compassion, you know, excellent customer service, and you know, superior technology. So So, come on in. Let's show you what we can do, and we figure out what we can do to get you hearing better and enjoying your life more.
Getting one of those 5 senses control back, I imagine, would be invaluable. Guys, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for demonstrating that for us. Thanks, Yvonne.
Thank you.
All right, well, still ahead on Morning Extra, time to meet our pet of the week with the